Hey, what's good guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I am doing something that I've never done before. I'm giving you guys a warm-up for Sex in the City, the sequel, and this one is entitled And Just Like That. Sex in the City, I just want to say right now, is my top 5 favorite show of all time. This show right here is very addictive. I would definitely say if you've never watched the episode, watch the first episode. And if you don't like the first episode of season 1 of Sex in the City, then don't watch it again. But I got onto this show very late and I'm very upset that I got on it so late. I'm gonna give you guys a recap on the show. That way you know what I'm talking about. You'll have some idea of what I'm talking about. I want you guys to know what characters are, what they're about. So when I do the recap, the actual recap, you guys kind of get an idea. Alright, I know who this is, I know who this is. So, I'm gonna start off. Sex in the City takes place in 1998. That's when the show came out. It's about 4 girls that live in New York City. They're all very close, very cool, but they all got different personalities. But something they have in common, they love to party, they love drinks, they love dinners, and of course, they love men. The show is called Sex in the City. So, Sex in the City is mostly about that. You know, they're having sex, they're having a good time. So, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of each character. So, the show revolves around Carrie Bradshaw. That is the main character of the show. She narrates the show. It's centered around her life and the girls are just basically featured. So she has a very expensive shoe habit. She smokes cigarettes excessively. Every damn scene she's smoking a cigarette. She is the definition of toxic. When I say toxic, man, this girl is toxic as hell. Like when she gets a good guy, she does not know what to do with the good guy. She likes the bad boys. Which brings me to Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs is the guy she has an on and off relationship with. They met in the first episode, and then the last episode, he was there. Like, they both was together. So, it was a back and forth that these two have. Every season is the same toxic over and over again. They get together, they have sex, they do whatever, but there's no commitment. Like, it's always a problem with commitment. They just back and forth, back and forth. They'll be together, they'll be like in a situationship, but they never really make it official. It's like sometimes they'll be official, they get off. It was a whole bunch of shit back and forth. He breaks up with her, she breaks up with him. They're always freaking leaving each other, but some way, somehow, they get back together. And Mr. Biggs got married. It even got to the point where she got with the good guy, the guy that gave her the ring, did everything he was supposed to do, but she cheats on the good guy, he cheats on his wife, and it's just like, damn, like they both, when I say just the toxic couple, just the definition of freaking toxic. But they had 2 successful movies afterwards. They both got married in the first movie. So yeah, all that toxic shit paid off. But when I say toxic, they are toxic. The first wedding that they were supposed to have, which was in the movie, he ended up having cold feet and basically left on the wedding, but he came back, and by the time he came back, it was too late because she was already fed up. They ended up getting married later on in the movie, but there's just a lot. Like, I'm telling you, you guys will be very disappointed by their backstory. I'm so curious to know this new show, what is gonna happen. So Miranda Hobbs, out of all the females, like she is the least girly one. Like she's more tough, rough around the edges type of girl. So of course, you know, she does her thing too. You know, she sleeps around, she does what she does, but she's more stern, more serious type of individual. She eventually gives this guy Steve, who is a geek and a bartender, she gives him a chance. They mess around. You know, you can see she's not really into dude, but eventually she falls to dude. Like they break up with each other after being with each other for a while. They end up having a one-night stand, which led to a pregnancy. They wasn't together, but they stuck it out for the baby. They did, you know, they didn't screw around. She was doing her thing, he was doing his thing. She ends up dating a black man, which was very big for that show, because in this show, yeah, there wasn't a lot of African Americans in this show. So it was a big deal that she was actually dating and sleeping with a black man. So she gets with him, they start messing around. It was going down. He was the nicest guy in the freaking world. He had money, he was a doctor, he had his shit together. But for some reason, she just realized that she was in love with Steve, and her and Steve got together. So when the movies came, you know, things wasn't working out the way it was supposed to work out. So Steve ended up cheating on Miranda. Not a part of his character, but they wrote that in the movie. Cheated, but they decided to work things out. So Charlotte York, she's just really pretty, a girly girl, very nice, really sweet girl, a hopeless romantic. She's also doing her She's sleeping around doing her thing, you know, living the life, living the good life. And she just can't catch a break. She ends up marrying a guy who cannot get an erection. He can't get his shit up. A whole bunch of things happened. They end up divorcing. And she went through a whole bunch of shit. She couldn't have children. She just couldn't catch some break. You would love her character. She's such a freaking sweetheart. She ends up converting to a Jew in order to marry a guy where his faith is really strong. He believes heavy in his religion. So she converted. She took the classes. She started cooking the food. She did everything she can to become an official Jew. And they got married and they end up having a child together. My favorite character on the show, Mrs. Samantha Jones. I love this character, and unfortunately she's not going to be in the new show, which breaks my heart. She's not going to be in the new show due to a series of issues that she had with Sarah Jessica Parker, which is the person that plays Carrie. So they had conflict on the set. They basically was not good friends. They wasn't as good as they were on screen. Like, basically they did what they had to do, and when the camera came off, they was not together. They didn't each other. But she is that girl where, you know, when there's a crew of girls, it could be 4, 5, 6 girls, and there's always that one girl that really don't give a f. She's gonna f who she wants to f. She doesn't care. She doesn't care who judges her. She don't care who knows. That is her. And it's funny because the actor that played Samantha, she's older than all of them. To me, she was the leader of that group. But they put this character through a whole bunch of shit. Like, I'm telling you, like, she was the one that showed the most nudity in the scenes. She had sex with the most dudes. She was the first one to date a black guy and have sex with a black guy on the show. She was the first and only one to be in a relationship with another girl on the show. She was, oh my god, an amazing freaking character. She had the swag, she had the charisma, she had a whole vibrator that she was messing around with. She ends up getting cancer in the last season, which sucked. A younger guy that she was messing with really loves her, really cared about her. He ends up shaving his head after she started losing her hair. But she does not want to be committed to the guy. She just doesn't want commitment. She's one of them people that is like, it doesn't matter how much love she gets. It doesn't matter how nice you are to her. She wants to f who she wants to f. She cannot be in a monogamous relationship. I miss her already. It's sad that she's not gonna be there. In the new show, I'm gonna ship her character off to England and she's gonna be replaced with another girl, which they made her an African American, which I found very interesting. I'm really curious to know what they're gonna do. I feel like she's gonna get a lot of hate from the die-hard Samantha Jones fans. I really hope they did a good job with writing this character. I'm very, very excited for this. I want to see what's going to happen with Mr. Biggs and Carrie. I want to see what's going to happen with Steve and Miranda because most of the cast is coming back. So I'm very, very, very excited to see it. Comment down below if you're excited to see it. This is going to be a special freaking night in my house. I'm going to have wine. I'm going to have pizza. I'm going to have popcorn. It's going down. It comes out December 9th. So I will have that review up for you guys by midnight, probably 2 or 3 in the morning. It'll be streaming on HBO Max and it has 10 episodes for this season, so I'm really curious to know what they're gonna do with it. They said that they're gonna be putting the first 2 episodes out on December 9th. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bells as your boy will be here every single week. And of course, as you guys know, Vlogmas is here, Christmas is here, so your boy's gonna be pumping every single day. You guys have a great night. It's your boy G Marcus TV signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.